What's up, guys? Today I thought I'd come on and share with you guys a quick plant-based haul. If you watch one of my more recent videos, I did a review on the documentary entitled What the Health, and I talked to you guys about transitioning from a vegetarian diet, which I've been doing for a while now, into a plant-based / vegan diet. You may hear a lot of things going on in the background. You may hear the dogs, you may hear the banging that's going on upstairs as they are fixing our roof. Hopefully it's not too distracting. I'm not glam today, as you guys can see, all right? Trisha is not beat all day, every day. I went to the grocery store. But yeah, I wanted to share with you guys some of the things that I got today. I noticed that the things that I bought today are the same as the things that I usually buy. So that was sort of encouraging to know that this transition hopefully won't be as hard as I think it will. Being vegetarian for so long, I'm very used to, and I mentioned, guys, in that last video that I was born into a vegetarian home, so that is just not a big deal whatsoever to me. But this vegan thing, y'all, anyway, it's gonna be a slow process. I foresee it being, but we are going to stick to it. So let's start with milk. The milk that I bought today is this milk right here. It's called Ripple. All right, dairy-free as it should be. This is the unsweetened original one. This milk is made with pea protein. We also got this one right here, which is from Almond Breeze. And this is the almond cashew blend, all right? 25 calories, this is the unsweetened vanilla. We usually get unsweetened because, you know, if you're having this with cereal, most of the time your cereal is sweetened. So you don't need sweet milk and then sweet everything. It's too much sugar, right? Let me know if you guys have tried either one of these. I really like this. This is like a new love for me. This is my second time repurchasing this one. This one has been like a tried and true. The regular almond milk one, not the blend. The blend is actually new to us today. But the regular almond milk, we've been having that for probably, I don't know, maybe going on 8 years for sure. The next thing I'm gonna show you guys is a little bit debatable, and I'm okay with that, but I'm gonna go ahead and share it with you guys anyway, and that is peanut butter. Why is peanut butter debatably vegan? Well, this particular peanut butter actually has honey in it, and honey, as you guys know, come from bees. So I know there are some vegan dieters, and when I refer to vegan, I'm referring to the diet and not the lifestyle, okay? The diet choice, right? Some vegans choose not to, have honey for ethical reasons, and some don't think there's anything wrong with it. Maybe I should do more research on it, but for right now, honey will remain in my diet, and maybe as I transition, maybe I'll change my mind about that, but for right now, I'm totally cool with it. And this is the natural Jif one with the honey in it, the creamy style version. I absolutely love this stuff. I like to eat this with apples. I like to put this in my oatmeal. I absolutely love peanut butter. The next thing I want to share with you guys is ice cream. Now, I'm not a big ice cream person. I'm gonna be completely honest, but when I do have ice cream, this is what I get, and it is the Ben & Jerry's PB and Cookies non-dairy frozen dessert. I think that Ben & Jerry's makes some of the best non-dairy ice cream there is. Plus, I really appreciate the company for how vocal they've been in, just social issues. So I try my best to support. This is peanut butter and cookies. My sister bought the fudge one. And so I figured I'd just have this around just in case I had a sweet tooth. But again, this was not new to me. This is something I was doing anyway. I would say I was on a reduced dairy diet previously, as I didn't drink milk. And it just scattered here and there. So this was something I was already doing. I'm trying to share with you guys the more interesting things. I have tons of fruits and vegetables and stuff like that, but of course we know that's vegan, right? The next thing I want to share with you guys is the cereal that we got, and that is Chex. Cereal is an issue for me in particular, a reduced gluten diet. Now, and that is really not by choice, though, there's tons of research saying gluten does a number of things, bad things to us, GI system, to our brains. But the reason why for me is, you know, my doctor has advised, if it was up to my doctor, that I wouldn't have it at all. But what I've settled on is keeping it as low as I can keep, you know, keep it, you know what I mean? And that's just because of some health things. But Chex actually is gluten-free, and you wouldn't imagine how difficult it is to find gluten-free cereals like that are mainstream, not like at Trader Joe's or at Whole Foods. Chex is one of them. So again, this particular one does have honey in it. We have another one that's a cinnamon version, no honey in it. They also have a vanilla version as well. This honey one is new to us today. We've had the vanilla and the cinnamon before. There's no high fructose corn syrup, no artificial flavors or preservatives, things like that. Sometimes I have cereal in the morning. Sometimes if I'm not that hungry, I have cereal for dinner. I know it's weird, but if I don't feel like going to bed on like a heavy stomach, or it's already too late to have a big meal, sometimes I'll have cereal instead. Next thing I want to share with you guys is a company called Gardein. Now, if you've seen my guide to vegetarian meat video, I'll go ahead and put that above, because if you guys are transitioning into a vegetarian diet, I think that will be helpful. I share with you guys that two of my favorite vegetarian meat brands are Morningstar and also a company called Worthington. But unfortunately, Worthington is not readily available to me where I live. And Morningstar has virtually no vegan options, meaning almost all of their vegetarian meat is made with milk, with wheat, with soy, and with eggs, or eggs and milk being the real issue. So Gardein is a company that I have dabbled with in the past before, and they do have some really good options. Where it becomes a problem for me is the gluten thing. So if you're gluten sensitive or gluten intolerant, then you know Gardein may not be a good option. But the thing is that they do have gluten-free options. You just have to be careful to look and make sure that you're getting one of the ones that are gluten-free. It will tell you up on top what it is. If it's vegan, it will say vegan. If it's gluten-free, it'll say gluten-free. So if I mean, just to be safe, if you don't see it on the top, then I would assume that it's not. So this is the mini crispy crabless cakes. I've never had this before, so I figured, you know, we could try it. The calories weren't like horrible, 130 calories for 3 pieces. That's probably what we'll do, like 3 or 4 pieces, and then have like some sort of like side with it. So we're trying that one for the first time. Then there's this one, this meatless meatloaf. Never had this meatloaf before as well. The last one I have had before, and it is the mandarin orange crispy chicken. This one is really good, guys. Really, really good. Again, calories aren't really that bad on these things, and if you have like a taste for something different, this definitely satisfies that. But of course, they're processed and everything. So if you have an issue, you know, I try to keep these things to a minimum. So next up is Whole Foods. So I got tofu. This is the 365 brand, and it is the extra firm. This house always has tofu, okay? Say what you want. We probably should not eat as much tofu as we eat. Tofu is made from soybeans, mostly, and they're, in my opinion, a really good alternative to meat, and a good source of protein if you feel like you're lacking it. So this tofu is in water. This tofu is baked. Now this is from a company called Wildwood, okay? And it is their sriracha version. The good thing about buying this baked is that it's already strained. All the water is out of it, so it doesn't have that gooey or mushy taste that this tofu has. So what we will normally do is dry this out as much as we can and then cook all the water out. But this is already done for you. I know some people who don't cook this from here. They open it and then just make warm it and put it on their food. I will still toss it like in a pan with some like Pam spray. But yeah, I've never had this sriracha kind before. If you have come across this, it's kind of expensive, I'm not gonna lie. At Whole Foods or Trader Joe's, definitely give it a try, especially if you don't have the patience for this stuff. Next thing is rice. If you are vegan, you probably eat a whole lot of rice, and we're Haitian anyway, so we eat a lot of rice anyway. So this is brown rice. This is the type that you like throw in the microwave for 90 seconds, open it, pour it, and your rice is good. Super, super convenient. This is from a company called Tasty Bites. You can go to like Walmart and get the one from Uncle Ben's, like it's in a cup. We have that in our cupboard right now. Vegan, gluten-free, non-GMO. Next up are beans, and I have these refried, fat-free beans from Whole Foods. And beans are something that I eat also a whole lot of. They're a good source of fiber, which is always good, helps to keep you regular. Next up are snacks. You know, previously I've never been a snack person, but since I've reduced the size of my meals, I've introduced snacking into my diet in order for me to kind of keep my metabolism going and preventing me from overeating when I do sit down and have like a traditional meal. I'm so glad, because what I was really liking as one of my snacks besides like apples and peanut butter was this next thing I'm gonna share with you guys, and I wasn't sure if it was vegan or not, so when I went to the store to actually look at the ingredients, I was happy to find that there was no like butter or cheese or milk in it. And it is the Skinny Pop popcorn, and let's see, the ingredients say popcorn, sunflower oil, and salt. So that's it. I don't know why I thought there was butter or something in here, but it's a good gluten-free and vegan option. So it's also 100 calories, so if you're low carb or watching your calorie count, it's also a really good one to have. They also sell the big bags, but I find that when I buy the big bags, instead of the ones that give you the individual ones, I tend to overeat the popcorn. So I like to have the individual wrappings. That way I don't overdo it. I bought several frozen organic vegetables and cherries and apples, and I'm looking at a whole bunch of things. Tons of fruits, tons of vegetables, and those help to keep you nourished, because not only about, for me, right? Not only about eating plant-based, but also to make sure that my body is getting the nutrients that it needs, right? And I'm also supplementing. I've always supplemented, so that's not new. I did do a video on that, my vitamin regimen, so definitely check that out. I'll leave that in the cards and below for you guys. Check out, I'm taking some different things now that I want to share with you guys too, especially probiotics, because I was taking probiotics, as you guys will see in that video, just not as consistently as I probably should, as consistently as the other things that I was taking or that I'm taking. And I realized the real importance of probiotics, especially when it comes to really helping for our bodies to process these processed foods that we're putting into our system. Just giving our tract the good bacteria that it needs to function properly and to function well. The last thing I want to share with you guys just came in the mail actually when we came in, and I hope that's what this is. And that is my latest books. Well, I'm not going to show you this one. I'll just show you this other one because it has to do with what we're talking about today. And it is called The Yeast Connection and Women's Health. Discovering the startling connection between yeast and obesity. I can't remember how I fell on this book or was recommended this book. I don't remember. Through my research of probiotics and things like that, and your bacteria and the levels that it should be, which ones to take, are they created equal, all that stuff, I somehow fell on this book. I don't know how. And I felt like it was very interesting to talk about the idea of yeast. And so that's why I decided to buy it. I'm really interested in reading this. If any of you guys have read this book, let me know what you guys think down below about it. I think that's really all I wanted to share with you guys. I just wanted to share with you guys some new things or some different things that maybe you guys haven't seen before or would want to try. A lot of you guys who commented on that other video about What the Health said that you guys were considering vegetarian or a fully plant-based diet. Let me know how that's going for you guys so far. And if you guys have any suggestions, definitely let me know. I think everybody goes about this thing different. Some people just go strictly fruits, vegetables, grains, nuts, and that's it. Some people use, things like tofu and vegan faux meats to help them transition, or some people, stay on that, but moderately throughout, their diet. But I think if it's a decision that you make for yourself, it's a good one. And don't let anyone tell you how to do it. You know what's good for your body and what you're able to do with your lifestyle in your pocket. So do it that way. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys want to see more of this and my journey to a fully plant-based diet. Let me know down below, guys. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys are well and in good spirits, whatever it is that this video meets you. And I'll see you guys soon. I'll see you guys Sunday with another video. And as always, God bless.
shine.